So for this lesson, I'd like to talk about speed with the right hand pick. So let's start by, let's take a look at the guitar. Let's start by the way we hold the pick. Now, I hold the pick and I have the thumb bent at a 90-degree angle. And then I'd hold it just between, let's see if we can get here on camera, just between the thumb and the first finger. Oftentimes I see students grabbing it with the two fingers. It's not necessary for speed picking. Just the thumb and the index finger. And a nice relaxed grip. You don't want to squeeze the bejesus out of this thing. Just firm enough so that it doesn't slip out of your hand. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rest the side of my palm, let's see if you can see that right there, on the bridge. And now, I'm not going to be touching the strings, so you can still see. You can see that they sound. I'm able to pick. The strings still sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my hand over. I have these three fingers come in and they make a fist so that they don't get in the way. And now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fret the 7th finger with my left hand on the 5th string. It doesn't matter what string you practice this on, but I'm doing it on the 5th string. And now, so when you pick, you're picking down along, it's just a straight line. It's just perpendicular to the strings. So straight up and down, and the thumb is pointing in the same direction. I've got my pick, let's see if you can see it here. The pick is slightly angled along the strings. So you can get real in close here and you can see that. And you can notice sometimes I'm going just doing down picks, sometimes I go back and forth doing down and then up. So, with all of our technique in order, what I like to do for speed is I like to start out slow. I like to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and while I'm doing this, really paying attention to the technique, making sure every note is clean, and making sure I feel comfortable with it, and making sure there's no extra muscle movements, and making sure I'm not fighting with myself and tensing up my hand, my forearm. I'm making sure that the movement is just the wrist. Anything above the wrist is not moving. I'm not moving around the elbow like this. I'm not moving around the shoulder. And so as we go on, so once you're feeling comfortable with 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and I'll double it up. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... And then I'll do exercises. I'll go back and forth between the two. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... And I'll do that over and over again, and I'll just keep speeding it up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Sorry, I can't talk that fast. And then even faster yet, I'll just go until I feel really comfortable. And as you can see as I'm doing that, you see how little my hand moves. So, the key to speed is to relax and just minimal hand movement and coordination. And before you know it, you'll be shredding.